Right, guys, our next topic is Conor Benn. It turns out, so the Daily Mail
bust the story.
bust the story, and now saying that it's being investigated because there's claims that Conor Benn, so he failed a test in September.
Yeah.
Right? There's claims that he actually failed a test in July.
Yeah.
Which would have serious implications for Eddie Hearn and the British Boxing Board if true. And let me just add, exonerates Dr. Us because he didn't get with Conor Benn till August.
The last minute.
Right.
Last minute.
Right. So I'm going to read this article from The Telegraph, very reputable paper in the UK. And it says, the title is Conor Benn investigated over claims he failed another drug test earlier this year. Benn reportedly failed another test for the same substance, clomiphene, which saw his fight with Chris Eubank Jr. cancelled. Conor Benn could be investigated over fresh claims that the 26-year-old boxer failed another drugs test earlier this year.
Of course he did.
Yeah, which saw saw the fight cancelled by the British Boxing Board of Control. Benn's failed drug test, which stopped his O2 fight, came through the Voluntary Anti-Doping Association, VADA, in September. The boxer, who has always insisted he is a clean athlete, has yet to respond. But Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Boxing is insisting that Benn will clear his name with more information to come out. Haven't we heard that one before?
Yeah. Justice!
However, Frank Warren told the Daily Mail, it's no secret that a British fighter has failed a drugs test, but lawyers are trying to prevent the WBC and the British Boxing Board of Control from releasing details. Speaking on the Zone boxing show on Tuesday night, Hearn said the boxing board did not grant Benn a hearing. Let's see the process unfold. We respected the board's decision, but I believe Benn will clear his name when all the facts come out. Again, whenever we heard that before.
The facts are out.
The Benn versus Eubank Jr. event collapsed last Wednesday morning when news broke that Benn, the naturally smaller of the two fighters, had tested positive for a banned performance-enhancing drug. The test was taken in September through VADA and not the UK anti-doping agency, UKAD, the body sanctioned to oversee drug testing for the British Boxing Board of Control. Benn had returned a test containing clomiphene, a drug that was designed to help women with infertility. However, it is also widely known as a masking agent, and I don't know about masking agent.
It's not a masking agent for Jack.
Yeah, and can increase testosterone levels in men. That it can.
That it can.
He was not suspended by the boxing board and has claimed he is clean. Hearn added on Tuesday night, Conor Benn has a big fight on his hands, but let the case be heard. Many people have already made up their minds, but you will see. There is a lot of hypocrisy.
Yeah.
And people jumping on bandwagons.
No
we
bandwagons.
want a fair hearing. And that is it.
That is it.
I'm going to go first.
Yeah, go for it. Get it out, Mike.
Let me tell you something. I don't know if these... I'm a friend of Dr. Usman. I didn't know anything about this. Presumably, he didn't know anything about this. But if this turns out to be true, that he failed a test in July, and yet the promotion was allowed to continue until September, when he failed the second test, and the promotion was still allowed to continue until someone leaked. Remember, that's the only reason why we're in the situation
They were just trying to get it over the line.
Right. So, you know, it was either the Eubankses that leaked it because they know what was going on as it was progressing, or it was probably someone in the British Boxing Board of Control who didn't like what was going on.
Yeah, said, nah.
This is out of order.
This can't run.
And they leaked it. Right? Either way, they've done a big favour in showing the corruption that goes on in this sport. And I've been talking about this for years, Every big athlete in any sport, for that matter, gets a buy. And this just shows you the what we're talking about. You know what I mean? And as I was reading that article, I was saying, where have we heard that before? We've heard that with Dylan White's case.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We still haven't heard about that B sample, by the way.
Where is the B sample?
I mean? But, you know, we've heard that before. and I know where they're going to try and go. They're going to try and say the amount was so low
that it would have put no bearing on anything.
Yeah,
blah,
it could have been
blah.
contamination.
What? He ate his missus' sandwich.
Bullshit.
Like,
It tested if the July test is true, which it seems like it is.
you know why we know it's true? Because he was definitely on a cycle. He was definitely on a cycle, and that was his PCT.
Yeah.
We know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So what? A couple months ago, he would have been rife on it. It would have been bang on the cycle.
Yeah.
We know
Yeah. Yeah.
When that comes back, when, not if. I'm telling you, it's going to come back positive.
Well, no, it's already come. Well, apparently that test was done and it's already been found to be positive.
There you go then.
So what the Daily Mail's saying, they want to verify that that's true. Now, I know the Daily Mail wouldn't print that if it wasn't true.
Yeah.
Because they're going to get sued. So the fact of the matter is, it is true.
Right.
It's 99% true.
Right.
Right. This has big implications, as I just said, for the British Boxing Board, who are not fit for purpose.
No.
And Eddie Hearn. It shows that Eddie Hearn was a big money whore to the point that he knew his fighter tested positive in July.
Yeah.
Carried on with the promotion, hoping that another test in September, so close to the fight in the next month,
Would, yeah.
do you know what I mean?
him.
And then even when that didn't exonerate him,
Yeah.
so that's 2 dirty tests.
Yeah.
You still piled on with the promotion.
Yeah.
And it's only when someone leaked
Yeah.
the information.
Yeah.
And that's what forced the British Boxing Board to act.
He would have happily let everything happen, everyone get paid, and it all blow up after.
Yeah.
Even if it was 2 minutes after.
Yeah.
He would have been happy with that. He said, boy, I don't know.
100%.
Yeah, he would have loved that.
100%.
And then he would have promoted the fight again as, this time it will be clean. This is the real rematch, blah, blah,
You
blah.
been a promoter, bro.
Listen, because these are the, if I wanted to be underhanded and sneaky, this is what I would do.
Right.
This is what I would do.
Right.
Get it over the line. He tested positive. The fight's void. So he's just got paid for nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like, all right, we want it.
Well,
real.
who's to say if Conor Benn gets off of this, that's not the angle they're going to go with?
No,
because
they are.
They are.
This fight is going to happen.
It's going to happen.
But-
And Conor Benn, I'm telling you guys now, I don't think he's going to get banned or anything like that. There's reasons why I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
But obviously I want to get Leon's take on it before I sum it up. But
Yeah.
So I've mentioned Eddie Hearn. If the July test is true, the stain on Eddie Hearn, he's done, right? But also the British Boxing Board of Control.
Yeah.
I have no love for you anyway, but because you're corrupt motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But that means that you guys had, because remember that test goes straight to them in July. They knew
Okay.
he tested positive in July.
I go straight to them.
Yeah.
Right.
They did nothing.
Was that a UCAD test?
No, it's still VADA.
What, the July one?
Yeah.
Right.
Apparently, he passed the UCAD test, which shows you the level of their testing, right? Because if Eddie Hearn always goes on his high horse and says VADA is the gold standard.
Yeah, one of the best.
They sure are.
They showed
Do you know what I mean? Now you're trying to do a 180
Backtrack.
on that, right?
And True Geordie exposed you for that.
Right. Also, I might add that I exposed you because remember, I said 80 to 90% of pay-per-view fighters were juicing. He came back and said, nah, Larry's bitter, blah, 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 blah. And then I came back and said, how many fighters who have failed dope tests are on your pay-per-views? Which is shitloads.
Yeah.
So some of them even failed 2 or 3 times. Povetkin, Lucas Brown.
Yeah.
There
you go.
Yeah. So anyway, you've been checked on this before, but the British Boxing Board of Control, you were willing to let this promotion go ahead because a lot of people are not familiar with how the board works and how they get their money.
Yeah.
So as well as charging for licenses and medicals and blah, 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 they also get a cut of every promotion. Now, a big, massive promotion like that at the O2, they're getting a big chunk of change.
Yeah.
Right? So it was in their best interest
to make it happen.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is what a lot of people don't seem to understand. So the British Boxing Board of Control are also a bunch of money whores.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're not fit for purpose. And a lot of people in boxing know and have said that you're not fit for purpose. Right?
Yeah.
And this is why I had no gripe when the Chisora David Hay thing happened. Because it was about time another board stepped in and did a promotion here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think going forward, that's what's going to be happening more and more.
You think so?
Yeah, because people are going to realise not only are the British Boxing Board of Control corrupt, but they have no power. They don't really have any power.
No.
Do you know what I mean? If another board can come in and just say, yeah, we're going to do a show in Britain, and you can't do shit about it, then what are you here for?
Yeah. You're not.
Do you know what I mean?
You're not worth the paper you're printed on, mate.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So, I'm right now. I'm more disgusted with the board than anything.
Yeah.
Because they're supposed to be the ones that are chin checking everyone.
Yeah.
And you've only done it now
because you had to.
Because you had to.
Your hand was forced.
Right. So what's your take on this, bro?
Boy, well, like you said, money horse. Everyone's just out for this money. But I'm thinking to myself, did if say the Eubanks leaked it, who would have leaked it? Do you think?
Could have been his dad. The way his dad was talking.
Yeah, his dad's not happy.
His dad's not happy at all.
I don't think Junior would.
No, because Junior wanted to go ahead with the fight, which has its own implications.
Yeah,
but anyway,
yeah.
But Senior didn't want this to go ahead, and it's rumored that he was the leak.
Yeah,
it's very possible.
Very possible.
Very possible.
Very possible.
Because
very possible. Even if he weren't the leak, he rang up or made these things and says, "Can you please look into these things? I believe something's going on."
Yeah.
And obviously he's Chris Eubank. Do you know what I mean? So
because he's lost a son already. Remember, his son died in Dubai.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Exactly. So he's not looking for no. And you know what? He's been so quiet. And that's not like him.
Well, he did say, because I saw an interview with him about all this.
Well, a recent one.
Yeah, and he said that him and his son have not been getting on because his son wants to do it his own way, and he doesn't want to take his advice, and blah blah blah. Blah. And that's what leads me to think. Because then he also spoke about his son, the son that died, Sebastian.
Yeah.
That leads me to think it's possible that he did leak it. I'm not saying he did.
Yeah.
I don't want to get sued, but I'm just saying it's possible.
Yeah. Well,
but even if he did, it's all good. I'm not saying it was a bad thing. You know what I mean?
Listen, at the end of the day, when it comes to my children, I'm gonna make my own choices. Do you know what I mean? And I don't wrong a father or mother for doing whatever they feel they need to do. He didn't do nothing wrong.
No, not at all.
It was just his opinion.
Yeah.
And he went with it.
Yeah.
And I don't have him wrong for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I know Junior, he would have just done it. And the thing is, everyone's got to realise, everyone always says Junior so much like Senior. Yeah? You think you can tell Senior what to do?
Nah. He's coach Ronnie Davis couldn't tell him what to do.
Right. No one's going to tell Junior either.
No.
Like, he's his own man.
He's his own
As
man.
much as people think, oh, you're a dad and
no.
he's not a daddy's boy, you know?
He's
he
not.
does his own thing.
From very early on, you could see that.
You could see that.
Yeah.
Like, he keeps his dad there because it's his dad.
It's his dad.
He loves his dad,
yeah.
You always want your old man in your corner if you can.
Yeah.
But, Junior just does his own thing. And I respect that. I respect that. Everyone's their own man. I don't want to live with regrets. Oh, I should have took that fight, but I listened to my dad and I didn't, and I did this and da. We don't want all that. And he don't want that. Because he's forging his own path and his own legacy as much as he's got his dad's. But yeah, as for Eddie Hearn, he's, him... It's like Gladys Knight and the Pips, isn't it? Like Eddie Hearn and the BBC, Like, he's just like, just back me up. They're all in it together. We're going to make a lot of money around here. Right, let's keep it quiet. Afterwards, if shit goes up, blame me. We get this money, blah, blah. Dodgy car salesman, like we said on the last one. He's 100%. Just a dodgy car salesman. 100%. And you know what? The problem is he's talking so much at the moment. He's over talking.
I showed you the tweet that I sent in it. And I tagged him in it, and I said, "Be quiet, man. Every time you open your mouth, you're putting your foot in it.
You're putting your foot in it. You can talk too much. Thou protest too much. Just shut up now. It is what it is. The facts are out. Let all the investigations do what they're gonna do. And just keep quiet. You there trying to justify it.
Yeah, because he got checked by the women's show that's going ahead this weekend at the O2.
Yeah,
with Clarissa Shields and Marshall.
Yeah.
He tried to check them and say, "Oh, I don't think any VADA test is being done there." And then VADA
who tried to do that?
Eddie Hearn. And then VADA themselves put up a tweet saying they've been part of this program since the beginning of this year. So egg on your face. This is what I said. Just keep your mouth shut. Yeah, just keep your mouth shut,
Eddie. Why are you getting involved
Eddie.
in that? But what's that got to do with him?
Right. You've got other things to worry about.
Effed up your own stuff, and then you're trying to throw stones, and you live in a glass house.
And then you got checked on it.
This
is why I sent the tweet out. Shut up.
Yeah, you're talking.
Basically, just shut the hell up. Who's advising you?
Yeah, I think you're done out here, you know.
You know what I mean? Like, who's advising you out here? Because this is free advice, bro. Just keep quiet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't even have to pay me for this advice.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I don't
But
get
if
it,
you want to
man.
pay me, I'll give you better advice. But my advice for free now is keep quiet.
Just keep quiet, man.
Keep quiet.
You know what I mean? I mean, listen, they've got their machines going. I've heard they've hired a high-priced sports lawyer in Mike Morgan. I've dealt with Mike Morgan. In fact, Mike Morgan helped me out when I had problems with Frank Warren when I got banned.
Right.
And he was trying to get money off me. So, he helped me out with that. So, Mike Morgan's a don in this game. So, knowing that, it might be a chance that Conor Benn gets off. You know what I mean? And the fact of the matter is, look, UCAD didn't do this test.
No.
So they don't. So the British Boxing Board and UCAD do not have jurisdiction over banning him. This is why he's not banned yet.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Who does? Nobody.
VADA are just voluntary.
Yeah, just a voluntary. Yeah.
Now, someone close to me and who's close to the, used to be a promoter himself, said to me, there's a rule apparently where VADA can collaborate with UCAD.
Right.
I don't know that that's an actual rule. He doesn't know for sure, but he said he's heard that.
Yeah.
Even if that happens, because of the whole chain of custody thing and whatnot, I don't see there being, you've worked in that sort of,
Yeah.
So
it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
It's not
He's not going to get a ban.
He's not going to get a ban. He'll probably get a stern talking to, you know what I mean, a warning. Yeah, that kind of thing.
A year and a half, maybe two, the fight will be on.
Yeah.
If not earlier.
If not earlier.
You know this time next year, it could be on.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? I just find the whole hypocrisy of all of this just mad. The energy Eddie Hearn had for Jarrell Miller when he failed these tests. Do you know what I mean? When he was going to fight AJ, remember?
Yeah.
The energy he had, he was like, I'll take this personally and blah, 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 blah.
This is the disgrace.
Yeah, man.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
proper.
Like the man,
it up.
Like the man took money out of his pocket, boy. You know what I mean? He even
And
said he was going to sue.
And you, no, but I'm saying and you.
Yeah.
The energy that
and the thing, and do you know the funniest thing about the one he did with me is I didn't even mention his name. I didn't mention any promoters. All I said was I made a statement of opinion that 80 to 90% of pay-per-view fighters are juicing. I didn't say the promoters allowing them to juice.
Nothing about corruption.
Right.
None of that.
Nothing about a particular promotion.
Yeah.
I just said pay-per-view fighters.
Yeah.
He, of all promoters, felt the need to come up and say...
The shoe fits, Lau.
Right. When, as you said, when you doth protest too much...
Yeah.
Kind of says it all.
Yeah.
And we're seeing the ramifications of that now. Do you know what I mean?
You're just talking. Talk.
That's why it's better to just keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
When you were talking, was Frank Warren saying anything? No. Was, I don't know, who's another big promoter in here, in this country? I
don't know.
Mick Hennessy, was he saying anything?
No.
You know what I mean? Just you. Even because I'm sure the American promoters must have saw that as well. Were they saying anything? No, just you. So you must have a guilty conscience, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I let's just see how this all plays out. But I think Conor Benn's going to get off. But I don't think nothing's going to happen with the British Boxing Board of Control, because who do they answer to? No one.
Yeah, who governs
Do you know what I mean? No one. They're self-governing. But the thing is, the boxers themselves can make... See, if all the boxers today, all the British boxers said, you know what? We're done with our British licenses. We're going to get licenses from other countries.
Yeah.
They've got no power.
Okay.
They've got no power.
Oh, wow.
So, guys, if you're listening, all you British boxers out there with a British license...
Get another license, baby.
Get another license. It is easy. It is that easy.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, I think we've droned on about this enough.
Droned on enough.
What do you think about all this? Do you think that he failed the test in July, as the Mail was saying? And if that's the case, what do you think should happen with Eddie Hearn and the British Boxing Board of Control? Leave your comments down below and let us know what you think, yeah?